for draft.
Thank you, Atari. It's awesome that it's this successful. But yeah, we jump into Deep Embrace, the lower bracket final. I'll keep the prediction up for about 2 minutes, so you can still spend your channel points and predict the outcome between maxter and base. Right now, 96% in favor of maxter. And while it gets shifted, 66 for maxter, 30
Round begins in
4 for base.
3,
Let's jump in.
2, 1. Round 1. Fight.
There we go. Maxter, Mega Health spawn. Base, the heavy. Maxter decides to go with Doom, while base gets Anarchy on the map. Ooh, and he walks into a lot of LG. But yeah, Maxter thinks his job is done for now and collects the rail. Great tool in this map. Base will already have that one in his tool belt. Oh, that rocket did a lot actually. And look at the speed Base is working with. Such a nice map for CPMA. And he's just holding the upper ground. Dishing the damage to the lower parts of the map. Oh, and wow! The speed that Maxter had going through the portal. Ooh, Base actually doing damage to himself, wanting to release some damage onto Maxter. Oh, he gets him really low. Maxter does get the Mega Health, but is not enough to survive this fight. And there we go. Base gets the first frag. Maxter does have the orb, right? Yeah, great attack. Oh, and he has the rail. Oh, but Base does a double back after he used the inject, so he's quite healthy. Oh, Maxter on death's door. Base not able to hit the rail through the planks.
Stopwatch. Tank. Stopwatch.
And Base gets a clean frag while he's still breathing like he's hurt, but it's not the case. I think I'll just switch the low health breath off after this one. Well, Maxter finally doing the damage, but Base is
I see.
not stopping with his rails. Now there's a 2v1 and no, actually a 3 hits from Maxter and only 1 from Base. He will get the heavy. Oh, but the acid is ticking away.
Impressive.
Maxter, yeah. Ooh, trading rails
Round
while
one
already
complete.
being low. Not the way to go. And Base
Prepare to fight.
gets the first round.
Round begins in 3, 2.
And I'm now stopping this mission. I saw a lot of boats going to base just as I wanted to close it. But yeah, the rounds are best of 5, so there are still 2 chances for maxter to get back in this one. Let's give him some screen time. There we go. And like on paper, the orb rocket combo would be a great plan of attack on a light like Anarchy. But yeah, Anarchy is working with heavy control. So there is a lot of work to be done for maxter. And base again from the upper position, just raining down the damage. Well, maxter is doing great work from a distance. The base has the inject and the mega health. Maxter did get the heavy. And I wonder, does he has the LG? No, not yet. So I think that will be his first order of business. He is getting the room from base to collect the LG. While base is adding some delay to the heavy pickup. Oh yeah, the heavy breathing is indeed an error right now in the current patch. Base being elusive. Oh, there is great damage. The mega health's still up. Pathway gets blocked by maxter. And he's opting to go for that item, so there is some room for base to stack back up on the poverty items. Oh, and the rockets from base are excellent. The rail does not connect from maxter, and now base is out of railing territory. Again. Heavy goes to maxter though. And yeah, he delayed. Or he knows the timing of this mega health. And base does the same thing. Just not be around this mega health area. But actually he appears to collect the light. Not much punishment from maxter. Let's give maxter some screen time. He needs to chase this one. Again, we see base pretty weak. All that light saved him. Is he taking a stance on the mega health? No, he does not really want to fight. For a good reason. He might spawn that shotgun. Oh, he spawns at rail. They trade blows. Oh, but what a cheeky rail angle. I think that clipped. Oh, but the rocket is also really nice. The heavy, yeah, did not spawn yet. Oh no, maxter. That would have been a great entry to the next frac. Like this being rounds, a 5-minute round, so in 30 seconds we'll get sudden death if none of the players die. Base opting for heavy control. Maxter shopping for some exit damage. Does it not get any? Will get this light, so he's still healthy, but again, the positioning of base.
Sudden death.
Base gets so much unreturned damage by keeping the upper parts. And now he falls down. But he actually gets in a nice position for this next heavy again. And wow, that is hurting maxter a lot. Whew, the double jump makes that base does not connect. Whoa, look at this. He throws a rocket into base's face. And ties it up.
Prepare to fight.
That was an amazing play.
In 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Fight.
There we go. Let's
places with damn stupid monsters.
keep our focus on maxter,
Time.
who goes for the ranger again, while base gets anarchy on the map. Yeah, like the CP May champions are pretty fun to play on this map.
Time.
Yeah, base again setting up shop on the upper parts. Maxter knows that it is a dangerous way up top. Base is just running around in circles. Nice connection of that rail. A few seconds of delay gets added. Ooh, nice rocket jump. And now maxter is having the upper position. Wow, 190 damage, and he sends him out of the map. No, he's behind you, because these spawns do not work exactly like the duel. And I think maxter was just really confused what happened during yeah. He was expecting someone else, something else at least. He's completely flabbergasted and out of the map.
Stopwatch.
So much LG. Maxter on life support. And the Mega Elf is far away from spawning. He does not hit his rail. But thankfully for him, base does not connect his speaker. He does not slap his speaker in Maxter's face. Okay. You let your brains work that one out. Yes, and they seals the deal. Still one champion left for maxter. And it's the heavy lizard lady in the form of Sorlak. Look at this, base is just playing Pac-Man. Oh, but the spit and the rockets do great damage for maxter. He has 1 minute and 15 seconds, to get this frag on the board, and he is successful. Mega Health up first. Yes. Yeah. He knew where base was at that moment, especially after he made that sound. Oh! This is dangerous. Oh, he falls down. But Base is not there to punish it. But yeah, he will have an angle right now. Not that much health on Maxter. You move first. No, you move first. Ah, Base gets the
Round
angle he
3
wants.
complete.
And is now
Prepare to fight.
on map point.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Let's go to Maxter. Base is on map point in this lower bracket final. They trade drills, but this favors Maxter because he's on the heavy side and also playing medium, but not like this. And Base has the LG. So Maxter will be a bit defensive. Oh, but he hits all the rails he needs. I think Anarchy is even orbable. I think that's the word, right?
Stopwatch.
Ooh, Maxter is on death's door, especially after getting hit by that drill. But oh, basically, no, he doesn't give him an escape. He was still lingering around, shopping for that angle, which he gets. Maxter chooses to go with Doom.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Whoa! The blood is like fireworks up in here!
This time around, the force of the spawn does work out.
Oh, that feels good.
Ow. And that was it
Round
for this
4
map.
complete. You win.
GG. Base victorious on Deep Embrace. Let's see which map is next. Blood Government is the last one. The second map will be Insomnia. No skill. Maxter gets to play Nyx, Keel and Strock. Base gets to play Death Knight, Sorlak and Clutch. Nice. Now go all in again. Because that is how betting works. They are ready to rumble. Let's look at that nice
Prepare for draft.
drafting screen. Oh, let's that one. Thanks Nero 2004 for the follow.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, let's start on maxter. He's
Round
waiting
begins
there
in
with Nyx. I'm
3,
curious if he's
2,
going to start with that
1.
one. No, he
Round 1.
switches to
Fight.
Strock and Piker. Spawns at the heavy side, so he gets the rail right from the start. But has to deal with the rocket launcher and the LG base is working with. Because I do think base collected the LG, right? Yes. So, and yeah, because I switched around, I really forgot who connected the first damage. But in this fight, it's maxter who's doing some damage with the Piker. Does lose out on the heavy. But the Mega Health is there for him. No real connection on the first shot. The second does hit. And yeah, we saw this before. Nice jump. Oh, and the rail. Ooh, there's a return one. Maxter railable. Base railable. Heavy is up next. Oh, 75 damage. Oh, yeah, that Tybalt was deployed 1 second too early. Maxter waiting on this light and then is ready for a fight. Ooh, but he actually overstays his welcome. Oh, but actually only one rail connects from base. Who just uses the HMG for insurance, and the tribal work is beautiful from maxter. It's an art form. Ooh, but the hurdy-furdies are also something to have respect for. Base hitting the clutch rail without playing clutch.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, will we see a clutch actually? Because it is chosen for this map. This time around a split item. But it's base who had overstack on the Mega Health. Now is worse for wear. And does he have an escape route? Yeah, his ability is not up, so he can't do much. Does release a rocket, but it's only a few damage points.
Stopwatch.
And maxter is healthy again with this heavy. Oh. Does deploy the Piker out in the open. And base walks away with the next frag. Interesting that maxter goes with the light champion. So now it's Nyx versus Sorlak. Yeah, Nyx does get the heavy. And the LG dishes out the first damage. But he has to do 1 or 2 rails more to get into this next frac. And base is back to his defensive style. Yeah, he has the spit. So he would like to release a rocket and then the spit. But opts to just retreat after he releases the rail. And this is interesting. Like maxter can choose to go for any of the items. Yeah, now he's forced to go for the heavy. Oh, but thankfully he doesn't overstep his boundaries. Yes, base is still quite healthy. Especially with the stack difference after this rail. So, yeah. 30 seconds away from sudden death. Oh, great. Actually, the last few plays, maxter did use the tri-bolt on the heavy. Now he's opting to go for the LG, which is some consistent damage, especially against such a large hitbox. Oh, but then look at the return damage base does with the LG. Oh, and he does not have his invis to escape this peculiar situation. Base on the board first.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Fight.
Carnage of war again.
Let's see what maxter is doing from the start. Opting to go for the speed with the peaker and Strock. While base gets the same start as the first round. Death Knight. They're both flying through the air, but look at this. The rocket and the barbecue strike. Seals the deal for base. maxter goes again with Nyx for his second peak. Or pick.
Stopwatch.
He might peek with his second pick. An offensive ghost walk. Some tickling. But not much to write home about. Oh, this is nice. Is he going to get the third? No, he goes for insurance. Yeah, base will spawn at the rocket launcher. And gets the mega health. Oh, he does try to mask the pickup with that rocket. Oh no, maxter is missing his shot. Thankfully, he has the invis to escape this fight. But this would have been a great into his next frac. He gets his invis back in an instant and does some trickery. To hopefully get an angle on base. Oh look, he steers himself into this area. Oh, the rocket. Does a lot actually. Base a little bit early on the heavy, so he gets a rail for his troubles, but still walks away with the next heavy item. Oh yeah, and if maxter gets a hit, he is on the back foot. This will be certain death, right? Oh, he does a great job of dancing around the pillar. But still, base gets the frag. And the succession one is also pretty quick.
Prepare to fight.
So, yeah, what does maxter have to do different?
Round begins in 3, 2.
Get the first
1.
frag on the board.
Round 3. Fight.
And he opts to go with Nyx on this start. Winning would help, yes. Hitting your shots. Oh, 13 health left. Oh, and he's around the corner. He might get the heavy off after he is have spawned. After he is on the map again. And he now has some stack to work with and no fire strike. For base for 10 seconds. Like, after such a fight, the heavy is... yeah, kind of worthless. Well, not if you can get to the health bubbles before base is there doing the damage. Oh, we might have an in for maxter. But he draws up another plan and goes for the mega health. Well, base is able to get the heavy. And has his fire strike already. Mexican standoff. It's definitely being won by base.
Impressive.
Yeah, especially after that. Just maxter keeps on peeking. Yeah, it's also the case that maxter has to force the issue. Behind one champion. 90 seconds left on this map. And he needs to get a clean frag because he has to deal with either Sorlek or Clutch. Oh, he's on death door. I don't think the base died. Maybe the first round?
How beautiful. Round 3 complete.
And does a great cleanup
You
job.
lose.
Base. Going back to the grand final. Maxter takes third place.